past tense verb. Okay guys, el pretérito de los verbos is the same thing you just copied from your books. Okay, el pretérito de los verbos. I said that el pretérito is the past tense that talks about actions completed in the past. Remember that I said that in Spanish, you have the present tense, you have different past tense. You have el pretérito, which is for actions that are considered as completed. You have el imperfecto, that is for ongoing actions. Okay, it's the same chart, but we are going to go ahead and copy it from the chart first. That way, as I explained, we don't have to stop and copy all this information. Yeah. Okay, it talks about what happened, BD at the end, in the past. Okay, it's a completed action. And for example, I went to the store. It will be in Spanish what? Yo fui a la tienda. Okay, a completed action in the past. Next one. Okay, I bought a shirt. Yo compré what? Una camisa. And if I say I paid in cash, yo pagué. And how we say cash? We said that last time. En efectivo, con dinero en efectivo. Next one. Okay, if you look at the screen, the verb tomar means what? It can mean to drink, or it can mean to take. Like if I say voy a tomar tu libro, or voy a tomar tu computadora. Okay? If I say hablar means what? To talk. Comer, to eat, beber. Okay, abrir, to open, and salir, to enter, to exit. Okay, when you conjugate verbs, okay, any type of verb that's regular, and in this case we're talking about el pretérito, what you do, you drop the ending. Okay, if it's a regular verb, you drop the ending, and what remains is what we call the stem. Okay, so if I drop the ARs here, and tomar and hablar, that's what I'm going to have left. And then if I have comer and beber, I drop the ER. This is my stem, or the root of the verb, la raíz del verbo. If I have abrir or salir, okay, elimino la ER, eliminate the IR, and that's going to be my stem. Esa va a ser mi raíz. And then I conjugate the verb. I add the ending, but I'm going to add the ending. When I conjugate my verb, what I have to keep in mind. I know I have to keep in mind the ending, but how I keep in mind what ending I'm going to use. According to the subject, right? According to the subject. If it's Maria, if it's Carlos, if it's Joe, if it's tú, if it's él. So the person you're talking about, that's what's going to determine which ending I'm going to use. I cannot conjugate a verb and just say, okay, I'm going to add an ending. I must know who I'm talking about in order for me to add the ending. Okay, pretérito endings for AR. Okay, if you look at the chart that you just copied from page 110, right, you have three different conjugations there. The top one, it's the AR verb. Okay, so for example, if I have the verb cantar and I'm conjugating as in yo, in this past tense, I will say yo what? Canté. If I'm talking about, you write it here, so the verb cantar, yo canté. Tú cantaste. This stays the same. Nosotros. Nosotros. And ellos. Okay, if you notice right here, the first and third person in singular, you must use that accent. Because if, let's say, for example, if I say yo canto without the accent, un canto means a what?
A song.
Well, it could be a song, and it could be a piece of something, right? So, I must use that accent to specify that I sang in the past. Okay, the good thing about el pretérito, that different than regular verbs in the present tense, where you have to memorize three different charts, in el pretérito, you only have to memorize two. And the reason why, because the ER and IR endings are always going to be the same, regardless of the verb, if the verb is regular. Okay? So, for example, if I have the verb comer. What's comer? To eat. And I have the verb vivir, which means what? To live. Again, I drop what? If I'm going to conjugate my verb. The ER. The ER and the IR. And the IR. And then I use that stem of the root of the verb, la raíz del verbo, according to my subject. But I'm always going to use the same endings for ER and IR. So if I'm talking about myself and I'm using comer, I'm going to say yo comí. But if I'm using vivir, I'm going to say yo viví. And you see that I am using the same ending. Okay? And that follows with all of them. So if it's comer, I'm going to say tú comiste. Comiste, él comió. Nosotros comí. And ellos. Okay, if it's with vivir, I'm going to say yo viví, tú, él, nosotros, and ellos. Okay? So again, the endings for ER and IR are going to be the same. The only thing that's going to change in this case will be your stem, because obviously you're going to have different verbs. Questions on this part? And again, you don't have to copy because it's the same thing you copied. Okay, keep in mind the accents on first and third person in singular, on the yo form, also on the él, ella, and usted form. Okay, right here, remember accents on the yo form and the él, ella, usted form. So keep this in mind. First and third person in singular, you're always going to use an accent. That's en el pretérito. Okay? Keep that in mind. The AR-ER, nosotros form, is the same in the present tense as in el pretérito. So when you conjugate verbs in the present tense, like yo canto, tú cantas, él canta, but you get to the nosotros form, okay, it's going to be the same in the nosotros form and in that past tense of el pretérito. So it's just like on the nosotros form, it's just like conjugating in the present tense. Only on the nosotros form. Keep in mind again, first and third person in singular, you use a what? An accent. Keep in mind that an accent can change the meaning of the word. Okay, here are some examples. Okay, the verb tomar means what? To drink. Can it mean something else?
No.
Like if I say, voy a tomar tu libro. To take. It can also mean to take. So it has two different meanings. In this case, we're talking about drinking. So, if I'm talking about yo, I'm going to say yo,
Tome.
tú,
Tomamos.
él,
Tomamos.
nosotros, vosotros,
Tomáis.
tomasteis. Repeat.
Tomastes.
Everybody, tomasteis.
Tomaste.
Tomasteis. Not tomates, tomasteis. Okay? And ellos tomaron.
Tomaron.
Here's another AR verb. Hablar means what? Okay? So yo, tú, él, nosotros, and ellos. Again, we're going to omit vosotros. Next one. Trabajar means what?
Work.
Okay, so yo,
Trabajé.
tú, él, nosotros, ellos. Next one. Okay, ER and IR endings, keep in mind again that they're the same. Comer means what? Eat. So yo, tú, él, nosotros, and ellos. Volver means to come back or return. Return. So yo, tú, él, nosotros, and ellos. Guys, keep in mind that in third person singular or plural, you have él, ella, usted, or ellos, ellas, and ustedes. But I'm only using one because it's still the same pattern. Abrir. Abrir means what? So yo, tú,
Abriste.
él,
Abrió.
nosotros,
Abrimos.
ellos.
Abrieron.
Escribir means
To write.
yo,
Escribí.
tú,
Escribiste.
él,
Escribió.
nosotros,
Escribimos.
ellos,
Escribieron.